Once again, hope you are doing excellent. Thank you so much for joining the Conquistador Podcast. My name is Mauricio Garcia. This is the channel where we talk about the things we need to learn, adopt, to be able to go from where we are today to where we want to go in business. And of course, to add massive value to the content to this podcast, I'm joined by my friend, mentor, and legendary individual in business, Mr. Hubert Humphrey, to whom I salute. How are you, Hubert?
I'm doing great. Good to be with you.
Awesome. Well, today's important topic, very critical topic, I think, for anybody who's in business today, which is prospecting. Prospecting. I know you always teach your students about the importance of prospecting and how to make that pretty much a second nature, right? Becoming or making prospecting their number one thing or second nature. I don't know which would be the best way you would put it.
Well, prospecting is everything. I mean, everything starts, and basically your amount of your success you have in your personal career or in your team building career is all about who masters prospecting and keeps it going, continuous prospecting. That's the number one challenge for most people in any kind of so-called professional sales business. When they're in sales, especially if it's in the insurance world, that's the number one killer. They run out of prospects once they run out of their mother, their father, their brothers, their sisters, and aunts and uncles, and a couple of neighbors. That's it, and they burn through it, and that's why so many of them fail in business. That's one of the main reasons, is they just run out of prospects. A lot of them end up becoming just lead junkies. They want to go buy leads from the insurance department, a list of all the agents, and they want to go spend money from these lead companies. And that's a great way. And a lot of social media, you're out getting a lot of names. Everybody's in search for prospects, and they should be. And because if every company in the country was simultaneously getting every prospect that they could, we still wouldn't even make a dent in this world. There's almost 400 million people in this country alone that are out there, and every one of them, from the smallest baby to the oldest person, needs an opportunity, needs our products and services and everything. So it's such a vast market. But prospecting is the key. And I know one thing that. It not only, I think the subject is about prospecting becoming second nature.
Right.
And the people that make it second nature really have a leg up, because that means every person that they see, every person that they're in business with, every person that they go to lunch with, every person that they sit in stands at a sporting event or go to church or they used to work with, all the old prospects, old natural market, new natural market, whatever it is. Everybody is a prospect until proven different, and sometimes you got to go through some different channels to make that prospect get warm enough to be a contact. I don't like to contact people cold myself. I've always liked to make sure that that there'd been a little bit of a warming. I've turned a prospect into a friend, and then a friend into I've tried to turn a stranger into a friend, then a friend into a prospect. Then a prospect into a contact, and go right on through the system and see what happens. But just if your nature is that everybody, first of all, if you're in the right opportunity and you've got the right testimony of how powerful that opportunity is, and you believe in it, and you're just on fire with excitement about the career you've got, and you just can't wait for other people to know about it, then you've got to look at you've got.
Could you please repeat it?
You got Siri here talking to me, but you've got to if you feel that way about your business, every single
I'm not sure I'm hearing you correctly. My apologies.
Siri may want to have something that she wants to share.
Yeah. Well, first of all, when I said prospecting, I think she wants to join. So I think that's the problem.
It's okay. We'll edit it.
Maybe that's the key for it to be second nature. Siri's just going to be part of your second nature. It sounds like she's going to go out and help you get. She was wanting to call somebody for me. I like that. See, if we can be as automated as Siri, we can do it. But anyway, apologize for that. But this is live TV, live
right.
modern times. But if you're truly excited with the right opportunity, this is not just some job, but something you're really excited about.
Yeah.
You just can't help but having your second nature. You want everybody to know about it. Now you don't go just spring it on them, but you need to think of everybody as a prospect. See, I look at the way I built my career, and I've taught my great leaders over the years, is that every prospect is every person you meet, every prospect is going to be a recruit in our business until proven different. Every prospect is going to become a client in our business. Every prospect is going to become a training associate. Every person is going to come in and go up our promotion ladder until proven differently. Everybody's going to become a prospect's going to become an RMD and a big agency builder. Every prospect's going to get in our business and earn a ring and go on our trips. Every prospect's going to make $1 million or whatever. I look at every prospect with all these possibilities. I look at it as the possibilities for every prospect is what I look at. And when you feel that way, it's amazing how the world becomes your prospect list. And all our business is about it's just the magic of linking up to relationships. We got the referral system, which is nothing but the friendship borrowing system. And then we got the friendship farming system, where you're going out and turning strangers into friends, just cultivating some 2 or 3, 4 times you meet with them, and the next thing you know, they become somebody you can contact. There's memory joggers. Then there's you can go lead. So social media now gives you a whole new dimension of prospecting. So, and as far as I'm concerned, everybody in the United States right now that can be reached by social media is just a friend we haven't met yet. That's the nature we've got that we should have.
Absolutely. I've got a question. So one of the things you mentioned is that when you are excited about whatever it is that you're doing, about the opportunity, it's got to be that. I'm asking myself, how do you drill in your mind? How do you drill in your heart to make it a second nature to always be prospecting? And it just, a light bulb went on. You'd have to be passionate about whatever it is that you're doing.
What makes you passionate, though, is when you see, for example, I'm a guy in the business. I see the possibilities of how this will work, and I see how good it is for me, and I can see that if I get more and more people in the business, and they know people who know people who know people, and our system allows me to override all those people, we can harvest the whole world. That just keeps me excited about the possibilities. Number one, for me, and number two, for everybody else. And so, if you truly see the big picture and truly see the possibilities, that keeps your fire burning, and that makes everybody look more valuable to you. In other words, it might sound a little self-serving, but if you show me a guy that works on a job with a salary, and he's riding by the same people I'm riding by. He's walking by the same people. He lives next door to the same people. He works in the building with the same people. He doesn't look at any of those people of any value to him. He's going to work, go do his job, sit down at his desk, do what he's got to do at his job, goes back home. I'm in a business where everybody he just walked by now is a potential gold mine for me. Every single one of them needs what I've got. And not only will it be great for them, but I'll be able to benefit greatly for me and my family to have all these people in. The job guy didn't see that. I saw that. That makes it it's easy to have that second nature when you can see those possibilities.
I love the way you just put that. That really do. Because the guy that is going out there to work, he's just looking at what am I going to trade my time with, how many dollars I'm getting paid now for these hours I'm trading, and that's true. He could be walking. He could be walking by a guy or a girl that's good, that could potentially represents millions of dollars to him. We have no clue because he's not in the right system, or not paradigm.
Well, there's millions and millions and millions of people out there right now, either looking for a job, looking to improve their job, looking to get another job, looking to get a promotion, looking to do something, and they're just sitting out there, woe is me, just wishing and hoping and praying, and they're sitting. They're sitting right next to or in a building with hundreds and thousands of other people that if they just were in our business and they had a different paradigm of what they were doing, all those people would solve all their problems that they're sitting there worried about. And they just don't know. And so it's up to us. it's up to us to go out and make these people know what they're missing, know what's available. There are alternatives. They don't have to quit their job. In our business, one of the great secrets of building A.L. Williams, Primerica, WMA, WFG, and now HGI is that we allowed people to come in who were part-timers. That was a big difference in the industry. Most of the industry always wanted to get people full-time, made them be full-time. The regulators said they feel better if you're full-time. Insurance industries, a lot of them out there today won't even hire you unless you're going to be full-time. Full-time. To me, full-time for a lot of insurance agents means you're just unemployed. It means you ain't got a job and you're not making any commissions in the insurance business, but you're full-time. You're full-time in misery. I found out a long time ago that being part-time, in other words, if I recruited you and you were working for IBM as an employee,
right,
or you were working as wherever you were working, that company was financing you to build our business. We were basically leveraging everybody else that was paying these salaries to keep people afloat while they were building up their business with us. Mm-hmm. It was much better to keep people part-time until the economics rule the day and cause them to make the change. I never wanted anybody to go full-time in this, but I don't like panic management. I want to make sure people, when somebody knows that they can make a living full-time, when they've equaled their income, they put aside some money. Different people have different ways, but those people that are out there that are looking right now, searching, they would look at all the people that they're seeing every day a whole lot different, and they'd see all of a sudden the world, instead of saying the world is the world is my oyster. I mean, every oyster's got a pearl in it. Well, everybody out there is a part of my great success story.
That the conversations I've had every time I get the opportunity to sit down with some of the top leaders in the company, is that they somehow now made prospecting really their second nature. Mm-hmm. And the second thing is that they're making millions and millions of dollars, but most of them started part-time, had making good money. I love how you just phrased it there. You know, you have the other companies financing their dreams until they really polish this ability and make prospecting become a second nature, because to them it's really become a second nature. And I think that's one of the things that has enabled them to continue to grow their teams and really get this override, which is for some of the people that may be listening today that are not familiar with overrides, that's really maybe the best type of income you can receive out there.
What it is, I mean, that's the whole key. And even guys who, when you're building big companies and you've got a bunch of investors investing in your shares, you're overriding those people's investments. It's what you're doing in your company. I don't care which company you're in. The key is the only way to multiply happiness is to divide it amongst a lot of people. And the people out there in the world that are looking for something really ought to take a look at opportunities like ours to be able to have, if worst case, a good second income. To me, just prospecting becoming second nature. One thing about your second nature, whatever you have reprogrammed your second nature to be, that's what you're going to do consistently, and that's one reason why we really try to help people kind of reprogram themselves with our system and our building, and to look at prospects differently. So you can look at a prospect as somebody I'm going to go sell to. You can look at a prospect as somebody I'm going to go recruit and build a team with, who happens to be a client too. So I mean, we want your second nature to be the higher law second nature. Whatever you. It's a new emotional habit. Is what a second nature is. That's all it is. You're reprogramming your personal computer inside.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap it up for today. I do want to say the following thing, that if you are what we always say, a driven, determined dreamer, somebody who is out there trying to make things happen, trying to become financially independent, trying to find the correct vehicle to do that, prospecting is going to be that one skill that is going to change the game for the better. And by joining forces here with Hegemon Group International, which is the sponsor of this podcast, joining forces with Hegemon Group International under the leadership of Hubert Humphrey, you are going to make prospecting second nature, because in the system that this company follows, there are so many different ways for you to be able to master prospecting and really take, those strangers to friends and the prospects, and then, contact them and funnel them through a system that is going to leave them obviously much better off with the products and solutions and opportunity that we offer. And in short, it is really the best opportunity in America, because we've got it, figured out how to never run out of prospects, where you can literally take advantage of the 400 plus million, well, close to 400 million, I should say, people in this country, which makes it, the best market out there in the world right now, especially when it comes to financial industry. So check it out. If you need to learn more about it, go to hgiopportunity.com today. hgiopportunity.com. Listen to the 15-minute presentation. I call it the best financial story ever told by the legendary Hubert Humphrey, who is with us every single day sharing his knowledge. And if you want to check it out, he's built 2 multi-billion-dollar market cap companies. So hopefully you're listening and studying the lessons of the podcast every single day. So with that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you got value out of this podcast. Hubert, as always, thank you so much for everything you do. We'll see you on the next show.
All right, see you guys later.
Warning, this podcast may change the way you think about business, entrepreneurship, and money forever. The Conquistador Podcast was created for dreamers, entrepreneurs, and leaders who want to conquer their future. To be an epic entrepreneur, you must adopt the right mental paradigms, as well as master the art of selling, marketing, and finance.